Today's story is about financial freedom, a lesson every young person must hear. Freedom isn't about having piles of gold or living in luxury. It's about having control over your choices, peace over panic, and wisdom over waste. Because in the end, it's not how much you earn that defines your future. It's how wisely you manage it. Now, let's step back in time. Once upon a time, in the early 1900s, in a quiet American farming town, surrounded by rolling golden hills, there lived a man named Eli Turner. Eli was known across town for his charm, laughter, and hard work. Every harvest season, his fields shimmered brighter than anyone's. His barn overflowed with corn and wheat, and his pocket jingled with coins. But Eli had one habit that quietly destroyed him. He spent every dime as fast as he earned it. Whenever he sold his grain, he'd ride to town, buy new boots, throw grand dinners, and hand out gifts. Life is short, he'd laugh. Why save for a tomorrow that may never come? The townsfolk admired his generosity, but his wife Martha, a gentle, thoughtful woman, often looked out the window at the fields and sighed. Eli, she would say, prosperity without discipline is like rain without roots. It will vanish before you can hold it. But Eli would smile, kiss her forehead, and say, Martha, you worry too much. I've got the golden touch. Money comes and goes, but we'll always be fine. Then one year, the sky betrayed them. The rain stopped, the sun burned too long, and one by one, Eli's golden fields turned into brittle dust. The ground cracked. The air filled with the smell of dryness and despair. The river that once fed his crops ran shallow, then still. Eli tried to save what he could, but it was too late. His barn, once full of grain, was now near rats. When he rode into town, hoping to buy food, prices had tripled. He searched his pockets. Only 2 silver coins remained. That night, as his children slept, Martha whispered, Eli, all your hard work has gone because you never time. Eli had no words. Days later, an old wagon creaked into town, loaded with sacks of grain. Its owner was Mr. Hale, a gray-haired merchant known for his wisdom and wealth. Eli ran up to him. Please, sir, he begged. Sell me some grain on credit. I'll pay when the next harvest comes. I know you, Eli Turner. A fine farmer, but a careless planner. I don't lend to spenders. I teach them. Eli frowned, confused. Teach me. Mr. Hale nodded. Come work for me. Prepare my granary, load my wagons, and I'd pay you in grain fried. A man who once owned acres of land, now working for another. But hunger has a way of humbling even the proud. He agreed. Weeks passed. Eli worked quietly in Mr. Haley's granary. He noticed how the old merchant kept records of every sack, saved portions of every profit. Himself anything new, Eli asked one evening. Mr. Hale, you could live like a king. Why live so simple? Mr. Hale smiled. Because kings fall when they forget to build walls around their wealth. Financial freedom. Eli isn't about having more. It's about needing less. He continued, wealth without wisdom is wind. You feel it now, and it's gone tomorrow. Those words sank into Eli's heart like rain after drought. When the next harvest season came, Eli returned to his land. He didn't buy new tools or clothes. Instead, he rebuilt his barn, repaired old plows, and began saving half of every coin he earned. He taught his children to grow vegetables behind the house and keep records of every sale. When neighbors came asking for help, Eli no longer gave out money. He taught them how to budget. He became the teacher farmer, no, not just for his crops, but for his wisdom. Years later, Eli opened the town's first saving and grain cooperative, a place where farmers could store food and money safely for hard times. One evening, as the sun sank behind the hills, Eli sat on his porch beside his grown son Henry. He handed him a small wooden box. Inside were gold coins, but on top lay a folded note. It read, Son, this gold will fade one day, but the habit of saving, that's the real inheritance. Eli smiled and said, Remember, Henry, financial freedom isn't how much you have, but how wisely you live. Financial freedom is not a dream. It's a discipline. It begins the moment you decide to control your spending, value what you have, and prepare for tomorrow. The world may change, storms may come, but the person who builds wisely, both in wealth